Hey there, my name is Fear Dragon, and I've been full-time employed as a software developer in Silicon Valley working at various tech companies for the last decade. On the side, I've also been putting out content on YouTube and Twitch, mostly around StarCraft 2, doing some work as a premier commentator for the game. But as of June 2022, that is no longer going to be the case. I'm quitting my software development job and I'm going to be focusing on doing work full-time as a content creator, as well as working as an on-broadcast talent for the next 6 months. I want to be as transparent as possible about this, so I'm going to be going into some detail on why I'm doing this, how I actually plan on doing it, and what would have to happen for me to consider this a success. If you're curious about any particular part, there should be timestamps in the video down below. I have a lot of reasons for doing this, but ultimately I think the biggest one is the only one that matters. I love doing this. For those who know me, they'll know that I'm not the most confident person, but what has kept me going as a content creator and commentator is that I really enjoy creating content and commentating. I think I have a lot of different ideas for types of content that are maybe a bit different from what already exists in StarCraft, as well as some other interesting offerings outside of StarCraft. 6 months is the amount of time I'm giving myself to try and meet a few goals and see if this is a viable path forward in my life. Some of these goals are financial, and some of them are just to measure my own personal happiness and see if this is something I want to do full-time. I'm fortunate enough to have a skill set in demand as a software developer, so if things don't work out, I'm not going to be homeless. I should be able to return to the workforce in software development. So what kind of content can you expect to see from me besides my commentating? Well, I don't want to spoil everything, but here's kind of the content schedule that I have laid out right now. First, let's start with Twitch. I'll be live streaming 3 days a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Mondays, I'll be covering the EPT European and North American weeklies on my channel with an attempted focus to try and bring higher quality production using a lot of self-written software. This means pulling in things like player portraits, head-to-head statistics, and so on. On Wednesdays, I'll be doing a weekly StarCraft 2 ladder session with a lot more emphasis placed on having fun and doing fun playstyles rather than being super try-hard. This means base trading with mass blink DPs, or mass cloak speed banshees, or other fun styles. I may occasionally also throw in some standard play, but usually this will be accompanied with coaching from a semi-pro or professional player. Fridays will be a lot more of a wildcard day, and will be a lot of just chatting. If you've tuned in for my stream anytime in the past year or two, you'll know this is a lot of hanging out with chat and talking about various current events and topics in esports, on Twitch, or StarCraft, or anything else of interest, really. Some weeks, I may also try out different types of games, play some guitar, or even just work on fun coding projects on stream. My YouTube schedule is also going to be on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, but it'll probably be where I spend most of my time, including my Tuesdays and Thursdays, video editing, and likely after most of my streams. All of my YouTube content is going to be edited, and I'm going to try and make it time efficient for viewers to enjoy. Mondays, I plan to create highlights from one of my live streams. This could be a fun ladder game, an entire ladder session, or a supercut of coding work I did for some kind of fun project, or really anything else I do on stream. These will never be full dumps of a live stream and will always be edited together. I'm going to try and put a lot of love into these, and just to give you an idea, here's a sample of some of the videos I've made in the past that'll be in a very similar style. Oh no!
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Oh, Lord. That did not pan out.
Okay, fair warning, I am actually a little bit tipsy.
Nice.
Hi, a little bit tipsy, I'm Ravi.
It comes 1,000.
If you're interested, you can see the full examples in the playlist that should be shown on screen right now. Now, Wednesdays I'll be posting another type of highlight, but it's going to be of the EPT European and North American weeklies. I'll be trying to pick out the best moments and putting them together as summaries for those who can't really watch 10 hours of StarCraft every Monday, and basically make it a time-efficient way to enjoy the EPT weeklies. Fridays I'll be releasing video essays on various topics. I've put together a bunch of these videos before on topics ranging from how much do esports commentators make, to opinion pieces on things like region law, or informational pieces on how does the EPT StarCraft 2 circuit work, and even game reviews on things like Celeste and why I thought it was such a great game. If you want an idea for some of these topics and things I've done in the past, I'll put a link to the playlist so you can find all the video essays I've created in the past. I also have a few other types of content that I plan to throw in at random, such as 5 to 10 minute interviews with esports players, game developers, and community members, or a return in the 99% Useless Facts series, which, yes, I do have a lot of facts still left over and ready to be used. I definitely also plan to throw in some coding projects, which, if I have to be honest, are my favorite type of content to make, and I plan to also try and do some kind of quick step tutorials on learning to code, and these content pieces will usually replace or supplement the 3 video a week schedule. Outside of my own content on YouTube and Twitch, I'm also going to continue to pursue being a StarCraft 2 esports commentator at the premier level. While it has been a rougher year for me in terms of my hirings, I have still been given opportunities at the premier level, and I intend to continue pursuing those to the best of my abilities. In addition to that, I'm also looking to get more involved in hosting, both inside and outside of esports. I have a lot to figure out with this one, and it's probably the most in flux in terms of what it's going to entail, but a big target goal for me is that I want to be able to get involved in broadcast work as a host or interviewer at general gaming conventions as someone with both software development and broadcast experience that's interested in games. So that was a lot, and if any of this sounds good to you and you're interested in helping me make this dream a reality, there are a few ways that you can help out. The first is becoming a supporter of my Ko-Fi page, or I think it's pronounced Coffee. It's a Patreon competitor that doesn't take a fee from donations or subscriptions, and the site allows you to pledge monthly like Patreon does, or do one-off donations, and there's going to be rewards for both that I'll be offering. You can check it out in the link in the description down below. If that's not your cup of tea or cup of coffee, then you can subscribe to me on Twitch instead. I have some plans to leverage my software development skills and try and make some fun rewards that will be more available on my live streams. And if you don't have money, that's absolutely fine. The biggest help right now, honestly, is just to check out and watch some of my YouTube videos. I'm working my way back up to YouTube partnership because my YouTube was inactive for a while, so they removed my YouTube partnership, and any videos you watch will help me meet my total hours watch requirement to get my YouTube partnership back. I want to be as transparent as possible about all of this, and I'll be doing a monthly review session on how my goals and my finances are coming along every month. As I said, my goals are not going to be just financial, but it's also going to be measuring my happiness level and my fulfillment in pursuing this kind of career. Financially, I'm not expecting to hit break even by the end of the 6 months, given I live in one of the most expensive housing markets in the world, but I am aiming to hit break even on my expenses outside of rent by the end of the 6 months. If any of this has piqued your interest, do consider subscribing to the channel and checking out the links below the video where you can find me on other platforms such as Twitch, Twitter, etc. If you have any thoughts about anything I've said, please feel free to leave a comment about it. I expect that this whole plan is going to change over the course of the 6 months as I adapt to how things are going, but I'm open to suggestions and ideas. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in future content. Cheers.